Hi, I will be on the live stream. Yep, not missing this one. Oh, Malik Ferris, welcome back. And Golden Dragon Gaming. Hope everyone's having an awesome Sunday today. We're going to chill. We're going to chit chat. We're going to get derailed by the comments section per our usual arrangement. We do have a couple of guns floating around the table today that we can choose to talk about if we want, or we can derail completely. The choice is yours. The couple of guns we got the custom AR-15 chambered in 300 blackout with all the bells and whistles. Yo, what's up, Malik? We also have the P365 AXG Legion, my most common EDC weapon. I got the holster for that out on the table too. We do still have the Kalashnikov USA Comrade, that 12 gauge AK that I am currently in the process of cleaning. What's good, vodka operator? We also got my neighbor's rusty AR-15 in the background because I still got to clean that sucker too. And then I kind of have another AR on the floor that I'm also working on cleaning. So the room is a bit of a mess today, but that's okay. We're rolling with it, and we're going to have a good live stream tonight. Just kind of a question for the audience. Is it helpful that I schedule these live streams out a little bit? I'm not quite sure how YouTube does like the notifications for live streams and stuff. I think it maybe lets you guys know, maybe doesn't. I'm not really quite sure. A lot of the times the lives are kind of like impromptu and like, hey, I have some free time right now, let's do one. But I'm going to try and hopefully schedule them out a little bit more in the future, just so I can like give you guys a little bit of a heads up if you want to pop on the live streams. So yeah, I'll just kind of start talking about my AR. I feel like I usually don't have this one out on the table too much. Malik says, yes, it's helped me for the live scheduling. Okay, yeah, we can keep doing it then that way. I can't promise I won't pop on a live unscheduled from time to time, but I'll try and schedule it out a little bit. Okay, so AR-15 here, chambered in 300 blackout. I have a 10.5 inch barrel on this guy. Kind of made this for like a CQB / like hog hunting rifle. I do think, especially with the right like hollow point rounds, 300 blackout's a really good option for any sort of like medium game hunting. It can definitely take a hog without much issue. It's a pretty small package overall for this one. And it does have the kind of suppressor. It's not an integral suppressor because it's not integrated with the barrel, but it does kind of go. What's up, Dylan Martin Fishing? But this suppressor does kind of fit in the handguard of this AR, which I think is pretty cool to kind of keep the overall like package fairly compact. Pretty good for like any sort of close quarters combat. And 300 blackout does perform pretty darn well ballistically out of a 10.5 barrel. So that's always nice to have. I do run this as kind of like a nightstand gun quite a bit as well. Oh, Mads is back. What's up? Yeah, so I am running a Griffin Armament suppressor on this guy, as well as the Surefire Scout Mini, I believe. Handbrake by Emissary Development. The handguard is a Griffin Armament handguard as well. Malik says, you ever check those links I sent you? Yeah, I did. Some of them are out of stock, and I'm not saying they're not 3 positions, because if you say they are and you got more experience with them, they are. But I couldn't find any of the super safeties or FRTs for the AKs that were in 3 positions. So to be honest, I did actually plan on reaching out to some of those companies and seeing if I could like maybe get one and test it out and whatever. Hello. I don't know how to say your name, but hello. Went to the range today. Would you shoot at the range? Is this a real gun? Yes. Free Easia says yo. I was talking to someone earlier today, and the person sounded exactly like you. I think you may have a clone. I would love a clone. I think that'd be cool. Maybe we'd get some drinks and have some fun together. Is that real? Yes, they jam a lot. We were talking about maybe the super safety for the, I don't know. The AR-15 is a 3 position, not AK though. They're working on those as we speak. Yeah, I think if they do come out with the 3 position FRT for the AK, I'd definitely be down to get one. I really like having the option of the semi-auto, just in case that FRT, in that 3rd position isn't isn't working appropriately. Shot my M&P 10 millimeter jam all stopper. Nice. I like the 10 millimeter round. It's a fun little round to shoot. I love your video. Well, thank you. Which I don't know which video you're referring to because there are quite a bit of them up on the channel right now. But I appreciate you guys watching my shorts and my long form content, as well as popping on these streams as well. I am working incredibly hard to, kind of grow the channel. So everything you guys do is very helpful for me. The King of the Pirates says, yo, what's good, bro? What's up, dog? Welcome to the stream. If you guys are just joining, I really do appreciate any subscriptions to the channel. It really does quite a bit for me and helps me out. As well as you guys watching these streams and my other videos, obviously helps. Where did you buy it? Well, there are no firearm sales on the channel for the YouTube AI chat moderators, but this actually is a pretty customed out AR-15. I was kind of going through and yeah, I did build it, filled and read. Sorry, I'm already behind in the comments. Yo, Enzo, that's some gun. Yeah, this one is my most purpose-driven AR that I have. We'll talk about that here in a second. I just want to get to all these comments. So that's some gun. Thank you. Have you cleaned your neighbor? I'm spilling my drinks already. Have you cleaned your neighbor's gun at all? No. It's still, honestly, I haven't done anything. I spent a lot of time on like some video stuff yesterday and hanging out, and then I left for that concert at like 6, and then I got back at 3:30 in the morning. So I have not done much of anything today. Did you build it? Filled and Reed asks. Yes. Yeah, so Bushwhacker 46, Griffin Armament, Suppressor, Surefire, Scout, Emissary Development, Handbrake for the hand stop. The handguard is a Griffin Armament handguard as well. The optic on this is the Hollow Sun AMES core, followed by a 3X Hollow Sun magnifier. I actually am running a Franklin Armory binary trigger on this one as well as the Magpul bad lever, which you can see right there. I actually really do like that as well. Helps out with reloading. Magpul MOE Plus rubberized grip. I am running a Ambi charging handle, Magpul Pro flip-up iron sights, as well as Magpul stock on this guy too. So I did build it, and that's kind of the quick and dirty of the build, if you will. What's the cyclic rate on the FRT? I think I don't know, actually. It's a good question. I think it's kind of hard to measure because it jams so dang much. Every sub saves a neighbor's AR. Yes, for just one subscription a day, you can help a poor AR in need. I'm going to save her. I just got to get to it. I'm going to get to it, but I actually have to go to real job tomorrow. It's fun to shoot, but expensive. Yeah, 10 millimeter is a little expensivo, but is what it is. It's fun caliber to shoot. Mad says, did you see how many views the derailed stream got? It had the most out of the lives on the channel. Yeah, we got like 50,000 views on the derailed live stream, which was kind of hilarious. I think because it was a good time, like a lot of people were on the stream. And then also it was like, I looked at the time. I mean, that was a 4-hour long stream. So it was kind of wild. But yeah, appreciate everybody that was on the derailed stream, helping me get some watch hours and stuff. No firearm sales on the channel. You can just buy an AR-15. Yeah, you can. But for me, I like the AR-15 because it is so customizable. So I actually don't know if I would ever just buy like, and not to shit on one, but I'm just pulling one out of my butt, like the Springfield Saint or something, because I would rather just build one out from the ground up and get like every single one of the parts that I want specifically on the build, which is exactly what I did with this guy. What's up, big guy? How was the concert? The Prepared Father. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Concert was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Mads asks, oh yeah, wait, how was the concert? It was fun, man. We were there a really fucking long time. I think we got there at probably 7:30 and we were there till 2 a.m. It was kind of like a huge EDM festival thing, which I had not been to before personally. So it was definitely a different experience, but it was cool. Just kind of took today as a potato on the couch day, which is not my usual style. I'm usually pretty up and at 'em. So just kind of chilled today, but I did want to make sure I popped on a live stream and hung out with everybody. Is that a Palmetto State AR? It is not. This one is kind of customed out. A lot of like Griffin armament parts. I think the lower is a Spikes Tactical and some Magpul furniture also. And then this one, that is not a Palmetto State AR either. That's a Colt barrel, Aero Precision lower, and then just some kind of odd and end parts. Cassie Ann Bishop says hello. Well, hello, Miss Cassie Ann Bishop. You are so OG. I try my best. I try my best, Mr. Reed. Prepared Fowler says, that's my favorite rifle of yours so far, brother. Love a rifle capable of defending an innocent life. Yeah, I did kind of set this one up to be kind of both like home defense and hog hunting rifle. I think they're, I guess, to critique my build. I don't know. I again, kind of nitpicky. I think if it was just going to be an all-purpose hog gun, I probably would like maybe a 14.5 barrel, and if it was going to be a true home defense 300 blackout, maybe a 7.5-inch barrel. Obviously, I kind of split the baby with 10.5 inches. But to be fair, lugging around more barrel in the woods is not necessarily super fun because hog hunting is usually like stalk and spot, right? So I feel very comfortable, taking a hog with a 10.5-inch 300 blackout round with the correct ammunition. And it's still like a pretty small home defense, like room clearing gun also. It's one of those things where, I'm used to my big heavy AKs. So whenever I'm lugging this thing around, it really does feel quite a bit lighter. Did you move Somali? No, I didn't. Can I get a shout out? Shout out to Cassie Ann Bishop. It's all the rave on the EDM scene. Yeah, it is. That's not really my style. But it was still fun to go to. Actually, funny enough, like I went with a group of my friends, and I actually saw another group of my friends there. It was cool. But yeah, I didn't do any of that crazy shit. Surefire Scout or Streamlight? So this is the Surefire Scout, Mr. Malik, on this gun. Would I recommend the Streamlight probably a little bit more? I think they're both great lights. I think the Streamlight, you get a little bit more value in a sense where I think it comes with a better pressure pad because it comes with like a momentary and then like a momentary on off and then also like a push button on and a push button off. The Surefire pad is just on this gun actually too, is just a momentary on. So you do have to like put your hand on the light the whole time. And the Surefire is like a lot more expensive. The Streamlight that I have, I have the Streamlight HLX ProTac, which I know is kind of an annoying name. It's 1,000 lumen light. It comes with all the bells and whistles, Picatinny install, M-Lock. It comes with the pressure cap as well as the pressure pad. I think I got it for maybe a hair under 100 or over $112 or something like that. If you guys are just joining the stream, please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. And drop me a comment down below. We'll get to it here. I'm just derailing a little bit about lights here. Yeah, the Surefire is good. The Streamlight is also good. I think I like the look of the Surefire better. It looks like a little bit more sleek and streamlined. The Streamlight is a little more chonky, but I do typically, this light's kind of married to this gun, but for my Streamlight, I just have that on a Picatinny mount, so I can just unscrew it and screw it back on like really whatever Picatinny mounts, and most of my guns somewhere, even if they're M-Lock handrails, have some sort of Picatinny mount, so I like that I could just flip that one back and forth, and I just run the cap on that one. Was the bad lever pretty easy to install? Been looking to do that for show. 100% I recommend it. It's kind of funny, like one of the first long form video, I think the first long form video I did on the channel was like, here's my, shit hit the fan AR build, right? And everybody was like, wow, you're running the bad lever? Like, what an idiot. And I was like, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I obviously can't show you how it runs right here. I need to do a video on that, but it runs super easy. It was super easy to install. Like literally it's just like a 2 screws that you screw onto the mil-spec bolt release. So you can still run the bolt release as normal. And then you could also run the lever. And it's definitely faster reloads. with the bad lever. And I want to say it's like maybe 30 bucks. And it also doesn't interfere with any of the internals on the gun. Also, so you're not necessarily, well, you're not decreasing any sort of reliability with the bad lever. So I do really recommend it. Something you can do very cheaply to essentially make your lower and ambidextrous lower, which is really cool. I know there are some really great ambi lowers out there, but they kind of can get pretty expensive. And like I said, that bad lever is just 30 bucks. So how do you like the AMES? If you watch the Derailed live stream, you can watch me absolutely suck with the AMES in Call of Duty Ranked. And I have yet to redeem myself. So, I'm going to try my best. Malik, I definitely prefer the Surefire M300, but for the money, Streamlights are better. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like the Surefire, but the Streamlights are just better for the value. I don't know. That being said, I really do love my Surefire X300 for my handgun weapon light. But Mad says, I feel bad for the neighbor's AR. Yeah, me too. We'll fix her up. You guys wanted a video on that, so I'm going to work on getting a video done for that here too. The one piece is real. They're all real. They're not 3D printed. IQ General. AR-15, yeah, so AR-15 platform chambered in 300 blackout, kind of a custom build. Then I also have another AR on the floor here because it didn't fit on the table. I'm working on cleaning everything from the range. Stay still. I would be swatted in Europe for just having a knife. God bless America. Yes. I do love living in America. If your FRT is jamming, try a heavier buffer. To whoever said something about that. Yeah, dude, I don't know. For some reason, it seems to work one day and then not work the next, and then work with this and then not work with that. They just seem a little finicky. I think they're really cool. I like to have them as options 100%. But the FRTs, honestly, and just like the Franklin Armory binary trigger, are just kind of not as reliable as I feel like they should be, especially for the cost. I was kind of looking up, Mr. Malik sent me some links for the super safeties. Those don't seem to be too expensive, which is great. Like, wow, it was 130 bucks or so. Like the old school rare breed FRTs were like, what, 400 or something, which is like a lot for kind of a jammy trigger. But if you're just joining the stream, welcome to the channel. Please double tap the screen, like the stream, and please subscribe to the channel as well if you can. Thanks for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Findon Reed, do you have a suppressor? Yes. So I am running what's called the Bushwhacker 46 suppressor on this gun right here. It's not a true integral suppressor, like, and in a sense that it doesn't integrate with the barrel, but it is kind of like an integral suppressor design with the handguard. Nice. Well, thank you. 8.6 blackout is insane. Yeah, I like shooting 8.6. I just don't like the cost of it. That is a suppressor. I like long barrels. Well, poor Dylan Martin fishing in Massachusetts. Somehow he doesn't have much of a choice, unfortunately. But did you get that? What am I looking for? Did you get that revolver in, Dylan? Do you have a GPR with some modification? No, we can come pretty close with like a bullpup rifle. What's up, Liam? Another Liam. Daddy. What's up, dog? 212 shotgun. 212 gauge. I have a 12 gauge AK hanging out on the table today. Yeah, the 14.5 to 16 is king overall, but 11.5 is best for sure. I like the 10.5 for a 300 blackout. 10.5 with 226 is not bad either. Just I wouldn't want to hunt with it personally. Arthur says we fixed the go-kart. Beautiful. Love that you didn't promote the drug stuff. Love the integrity of people in this industry. Yeah, that's not for me. I have some friends that do that sort of thing. I don't like to be around it. Just not my thing. Yeah, I had actually like a lot of friends in high school like overdose and die, and it's tough. So I'm never here to tell anybody what to do, but it's not for me. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. Arthur, what engine? Yeah. Jenny says hi. What's up, Jenny? Welcome back to the stream. There are no firearm sales on the channel. How big is the ammo stock? To be honest, I'm running incredibly low on rounds right now. I do have a lot of guns. I like switch out a lot of things in the, like as far as, like, so I usually have a nightstand, like I have my Glock 17 that's always on my nightstand. And then I also have like some sort of short barrel AR, AK, or like PCC or like the shotgun. So I actually don't have any 300 rounds or 300 blackout rounds right now. But I have plenty of like 12 gauge and I have plenty of 7.62 by 39 and 9 mil. So I kind of work around what I squander at the range. If you guys are just joining the channel, welcome to the channel today. I'm going to remove this dude's messages because that's not good. Wait, let's put him in timeout. I'm putting the racist dude in timeout. Boop. This gun scares me. Is it real? Well, it shouldn't scare you, but yes, it is. The stream keeps lagging for me, but I think my Wi-Fi might just be laggy right now. Sorry, if it is laggy, let me know. I can kind of try and do something to fix that. Yeah, prepared father, agree. Yeah, I got to those. I was like, I put them in, I didn't know you could put people in timeout, but you could put people in timeout. Like you click on their name and put them in timeout. We've put a couple of people in timeout. Yeah, I think this guy needs a ban. Yeah, I just banned him. Sorry, Nick he's been banned. Sorry, I just got to his comments. So sorry, guys. All right, yeah, Nick's been banned. Wow, he sent another message. Holy shit, I'm just getting to all of his. All right, sorry, Arthur, that's a badass ride. Hell yeah. Also make me a mod. Let me ban this psycho. Sorry. Jesus, holy God, he sent a ton of comments. Sorry. I will, I always get to all the comments, but sometimes I derail and get me a little slow, so sorry. Uncle Father says, show us the EDC. Sure. So this is going to be the Sig Sauer P365 AXG Legion. Comes with a nice, I like the comp in the slide. I actually really like this iron sights in this guy. Favorite part about this gun is the grip. I love the all metal grip. I love the grip textures. I love the magwell. It gives my hand a really good place to rest, which is super good for me because I usually don't love smaller guns just because my hand has a really hard time like placing it. Andy says hi. What's up, Andy? Uncle Father, his AXG is super hot. Is it easy to reload? Yeah, all these guns are pretty easy to reload. If we're talking about the AXG Legion and specifically, it actually does have a little bit of an extended slide release, and the mag release on this handgun is actually very positive as well. So I do actually, it's easy to reload. If you guys are just joining the stream, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel and please like the stream. I really do appreciate it. Can you buy them parts? Well, there are no firearm sales on the channel, but yeah, you can put the AR together pretty easily without much shenanigans. How long was the wait time on the can? Yeah, when I got this, it was about 9 months, but Prepared Father says the last year or so, it's been super quick. Yeah, probably a couple of like weeks, if that. The suppressors are coming on super quick nowadays. Like, I don't know, my buddy got one in like 3 days. Yeah, he was, can you own an FRT? Yes. Broke, where's the smoke? A-hole, I think you were shitting on one of my videos earlier today. I don't remember specifically which one, but thanks for watching. Why can Knicks have that profile and act like that, but we can't touch guns on live? Yeah, it's actually it's a phenomenal question, Dylan. That's what I've heard. Think I'm going to try my luck, see if mine is quick. Why so stupid? I think if you file as an individual, it's quite a bit quicker. Any dealing with Lewis Machine Tool and what I should go with? I did not have any dealings with them. What type of gun? We have a custom AR-15 in 300 Blackout. We have my kind of everyday carry gun, the P365 AXG Legion, and we have a 12-gauge AK, the KUSA Comrade. I also have a couple other ARs laying around today, too, that I'm working on getting cleaned up. The revolver is supposed to come tomorrow. That's exciting. Have I tried the Tavor? I have tried the Tavor. I prefer the AUG for some reason. Who are you? I am Muzzle Broke. Or Mommy Muzz, as they call me here on the stream. Man, say giggity giggity if you like America. Giggity giggity. What's up? Liam, Communist Party of Mississippi. Do you know Tom MacDonald? He is a singer. Yes, he sings such hits as You Missed and Facts with Ben Shapiro. So I do know Tom MacDonald. Not personally. 10.5 without a suppressor at any caliber. Without a suppressor is ridiculous. I don't necessarily want to say that. 5.56 out of a 10.5-inch barrel is actually not horrible. And this is the 300 Blackout with the 10.5, and it is running the suppressor. Lionel, oh my God, I'm so far. Holy shit, I'm so far behind on the comments. All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to speed run them. Well, everyone, thanks for joining the stream. Please like the stream. Please subscribe to the channel. I will get to your comment. I am just a little bit late. Yeah, dude, sorry about that other guy that I had to like chat ban too. I'm late to the comments. Anyways, what's up, Bradley? What gun is that? AR-15. Have you tried out the Tavor? We're talking about the AUG. I see that binary trigger. Yes, sir. Franklin Armory. Just say it, man. Giggity, giggity. Tavor is the best bullpup on the market. I like the AUG. But yeah, I think the Tavor is actually supposed to be a little bit more reliable. That's one good-looking AR-15, brother. Well, thank you. Thank you, bye. Mr. Reed. Man needs to say it. It will be funny. I like Tavor. Get him off. Thank you for getting that troll off. Yeah, dude, sorry, guys. I didn't know he was commenting that much until whatever. I'm going to bet the most expensive part in that rifle is the trigger. Well, the suppressor, if you count the suppressor. The Surefire, the optic, and the trigger are all about the same price, being about $300. Bradley asks, what's your honest opinion on the Taurus? All models they make. They're cheap. We all know that. Yeah, so I actually run a Taurus G2C as my kind of like car gun. I usually just whip that one in the car, and then I just kind of have it whenever I need it. So I actually haven't had any problems with that gun. Yeah, they are inexpensive to make and inexpensive to buy, but they're not really like a cheap, shitty platform. Compared to the AR AK, yes, but the bullpup is king. What AR is that with the suppressor? Running, it's kind of just a custom AR, 10.5-inch 300 Blackout AR with a Griffin Armament suppressor. Griffin Armament handguard. I think someone asked down low, what is the hand stop? This is going to be the Emissary Development handbrake, it's called. Running a HoloSun AMES, HoloSun 3X magnifier, Franklin Armory binary trigger, Spikes tactical lower, ambidextrous charging handle, MOE plus pistol grip, Surefire Scout light, as well as just like a Magpul stock as well, and the ambi charging handle with the Magpul Pro iron sights. Man, that's a cool AR platform. Thank you. What hand stop is that? The Emissary Development handbrake. Junk. I have the Taurus G3C, and it isn't great. I have had no problems with a Taurus. Yeah. I carry my Taurus every day in my car. Yep. I love my Taurus. Yeah, I had no problems with it. Great. He's a bad dude. Has it ever jammed on me or anything? Jamming issues with the G3C. I only have the G2C, but... what hand stops the AR Emissary Development handbrake? What is going to make you have a bad day in the shooting range? A bad day for me at the shooting range is when I cause a problem. I feel like that has, fingers crossed, man, not happened to me recently, but I feel like I hate leaving the range and like causing a problem. Because the problem is like, you leave the range with the known problem and you can kind of go home, work on the problem, but you have to come back to the range to ensure the problem is fixed. And then if you come back to the range, it's not. That's happened to me a couple of times with some really bad jamming issues on my Chris Vector. Actually happened to me with the 12 gauge AK here. The dust cover was flying off every time I shot it. That was also happening to me with the Mini 14 with some accuracy issues. So I have had some pretty bad range days in a sense of like causing more problems. Any dealings with LMT ARs? So what can I, and if so, what should I go with an FRT or one of those new ones that came out? Malik actually has the most AR FRT knowledge. The only FRT I am aware of is going to be, well, the only one I have experience with, I'd say, is just the, come on, I don't remember the name, Rare Breeds one. Sometimes it works and sometimes it jams. I have a 243 and a 22. Arthur says, bro, you need more followers, man. You are underrated. Yeah, I'm trying my best. Monkey Man said he subbed. Thank you. I appreciate anyone subscribing to the channel. So if you're just joining, please like the stream. Please subscribe to the channel. If you comment, I will get to your comment. I promise you. Sometimes I get derailed and I'm a little bit slower with the comments, but I want to make sure I talk about everything anyone wants to. Mad says, LMAO, Muhammad, you don't have to spam. He just reads every comment and gets to it eventually. Mads, I think I might actually make you a moderator on the stream. Andy, would you rather have a squib on all of your guns or go to the front lines of Ukraine? Squib. I don't want to die. Mary says, hey, I wanted to make a joke, but he ruined it. What's up, Mary? Relax. He just tries to read everyone's comments. He wasn't trying to ignore. Yeah, I'm not ignoring. Dude, make one of your followers a mod. LOL. Chat Wilden right now. Okay, hey, wait. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm so far behind. We need another derailing or gaming stream next Friday. Yeah, brother, make Mads a mod, please. You're not having to deal with. All right, Mads. Add as a moderator. Can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Can review and remove chat messages and or put users. All right, Mads, you are a moderator now. You have the power. Use it wisely, please. Sorry. Okay, I'm almost done. I will gladly take the role of mod. Oh shit, yeah, Dylan Martin Fishing. I'm gonna add you to. Okay, Dylan Martin Fishing and Mads are both moderators of the channel. So please don't fuck me over. Barrel length on the 300 blackout, 10.5 inches. All right, I'm scrolling to the bottom of the chat. Whoa, look, Madeline, you have a wrench now. Yeah, brother, make Mads a mod. Okay, yeah, Mads and Dylan. We need another derailed or gaming stream next Friday. I'll do another Call of Duty stream. Shadow Systems CR920 or the Sig. Well, the Sig. That's clearly my choice. I do love the Sig P365 Legion. That's the gun I most often carry. If you get a super safety, they have complete drop-in kits. I think definitely the CNC ones are king, but you might have to increase the buffer weight. Andy wants to be promoted. Also, keep the Nazis out, Mads and Dylan. She's taking her role. Yeah, I love this. Sick wrench. Mads and I will protect the chat. Hell yeah. I love my little wrench. I'm naming him Bob. Is that optic plebe? No, I really like the, this is the Hollow Sun AMES core. I like it quite a bit. I really like my Sig Romeo 5, but I had this one. I like it, so I got the magnifier, the Hollow Sun magnifier to match. What are you going to do with that wrench? What holster do I suggest? Ronin 30. So the holster that I'm actually running with the P365 AXG Legion is just a carbon fiber holster. I actually got on Amazon. I actually have a pretty extensive review on a lot of holsters on my channel in a long form video. But long story short, I would recommend like go on Amazon, buy like 3 different holsters, see which one you like, and return the other couple. Just because an expensive holster doesn't necessarily make it the best holster. The most expensive holster I actually have in the collection is actually my least favorite. If I may request, may I help too? We're just gonna start. We're gonna start with Dylan and Mads as moderators. I'm not really quite sure what moderators do, so we're gonna start with them because we're gonna start with them. So, what's the best pistol for a 12-year-old? Any sort of 22 LR, I would say. I really like to start off pretty much any new shooters, regardless of age. With 22 LR, just it's easy to control. It's cheap to shoot. You guys can do a lot of shooting, plinking. It's not really going to have a ton of muzzle flip or recoil for a new shooter, so I think that's great. Shot my newly purchased CZ Shadow 2 this weekend. Really flat. I get pretty good groupings. Well, good, Mr. Roy. As long as you're good with the gun, that's all that matters. I suggest throwing it all away and buying a Glock. I don't know if I agree with that. Any Glock's about the same size as a Glock 43, but double stacked. I personally don't like the smaller framed Glocks. I for some reason can never get a good grip on them. That's why I actually really liked the P365 AXG Legion. I actually am able to get like a really good purchase on the gun. I'm just a lowly poor man, but I can't help. Yeah, maybe. P365 AXG Legion. Yeah, that is the handgun sitting on the table, Mr. Joseph. We need to get muzzle sponsors for ammo. Dude, yes. If you guys know anybody who wants to fucking sponsor me or give me ammo or any product reviews, I will gratefully do them. Yeah. Dylan has a Mexican-style quick-draw holster for my revolver. Nice. Ronan also says, nice. Glock 44 22 LR for a new shooter. Yeah, it's not a bad option. I really like my Ruger 22s. Muhammad said he missed my joke again. What is going to make you have a bad day in the range? It's at muzzle broke. I don't get the joke. Sorry, man. May I say the Glock 44? Man, I say the Glock 44. I have a video of my son. He's 8 shooting it like a champ. Yeah. Okay. Praise Mads and Dylan. Glock 19 Gen 5. I prefer the Glock 17, but okay, I'm plugging in my microphone, so let me know if you guys can't hear me. Okay, back with the plugged in mic. Hopefully that sound quality is a little bit better. How much ammo is enough ammo? I usually like, I don't know. It depends on the range day. Yeah, there's no such thing as enough ammo. This is very true. My Walmart delivery has arrived. Getting sponsors isn't hard if you've... audio is good. Okay, cool. Getting sponsors isn't hard if you're willing to bullshit everybody. Wolf Steel Cased Ammo is bar none the best ammo you will ever need. Yeah, I don't want to do that though. Like that was kind of something I always like promised myself starting this channel. I hate the telemarketer YouTubers like where they're like, here's this dog shit Chinese optic that someone gave me for free. It's the best optic in the history of all optics. There's no optic better. You gotta buy this. And it's like, well, you got that for free and you like suck. So no, I'm never gonna bullshit you guys to get free stuff. That's just kind of not the vibes here on the Muzzle Broke channel. But you're just tuning in, please subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate it. I'm currently sitting around 2,400 5.56. Jesus Christ. Now you got your earphones in and I can hear your thoughts. LOL, what a dirty mind you have. Trump, get out of the stream. Sorry. I just bought 2,000 rounds of 5.56. Do I need to put it in a silica? No, you'll be fine. What beer do bugs drink? Puck Light. Okay. Yeah, Glock equals God's weapon, nothing close. Well, I love my Glock 17. But the other Glocks, I don't really super love them. I like the Glock 45. Um, but the Glock 45 and Glock 17 are probably like the only two I really like enjoy quite a bit. What is the best hunting rifle for a 12-year-old? Probably any sort of like 223 bolt action is kind of, I think, would be a good solid gun. You're going to get some good accuracy with that kind of longer barreled bolt action. Not going to be a ton heavy recoiling. And for hunting, I like to have a semi-auto for hunting like hogs and stuff. But if you're hunting something else that doesn't run in packs, I think you'd be cool with the bolt action. My problem is when I buy ammo, I go shooting, and then I have no ammo. Then I buy ammo. Yeah, that's unfortunately the cycle. What is the weapon? So we have a custom AR-15 here, chambered in 300 blackout. Also have the P365 AXG Legion on the table, and the Kalashnikov USA Comrade, which is an AK chambered in 12 gauge. We also have my rusty neighbor's AK in the background that I'm going to get to cleaning. And we got another AR on the floor that I'm working on cleaning. So that is all the weapons out on the table today, which I'm more than happy to talk about any of these or anything else. If you're just joining the stream, please subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. All Glocks are superior to everything else, period. I don't know about that. I have a 243 and a 22. Nice, Mr. Monkey Man. Cal asks thoughts on AR9 builds. I personally don't have any AR9 builds. I don't want to do my rant again, but I really hate Glock mags for PCCs. So if I were to get another like a 9mm PCC, it would not run Glock mags. AR9s are fine, but to be incredibly honest, I think you're going to get. Excuse me. I think you're going to get almost about the same recoil impulse on an AR9 as you would like an AR chambered in 223. So I would personally just get 223, unless you just want kind of like a little gun to plink with. 22 mag for super starters. Yeah, 22 mag's not a bad option either. A little capable round. I would almost argue that 223 and 22 mag have about the same recoil impulse, so it's almost kind of like, what's the point? 243 is really good for deer with light recoil. Agree. Glock Model 40 is the only Glock I've kept out of the 5 different models I've owned. Yeah, I love the 17. I love the 45, but man, I love my Glocks, but I've been thinking about getting the Springfield Echelon comp version. I don't know, man. Yeah, I think the Echelon's fine. I actually kind of did a long form video shitting on the Echelon 4.0C, and it really wasn't a critique of the gun. It was kind of like, again, kind of going back to the infomercial gun tubers, where it's like, here's a free product, sing its praises, and don't give anyone anything negative about it. And I don't think that's fair to the end YouTube consumer, I guess I will call them. So that's kind of why I made that video on the Echelon 4.0C. Sorry, I got like some shit on my mic. But I don't think the Echelon's a bad gun overall. Roy says, I pursue reviews before buying anything on Amazon. If the reviews are Vine reviews or free product, I take that into consideration. Yeah. And I just, yeah. It just bothers me when some of these like guns or optics or something comes out and like, these people are getting them for free. And then like, they literally don't say anything. The best hunting rifle for 12 is 50 cal. Yeah. Brandon Malik says, I put those packets in my ammo can, but I don't think it's needed. Only if it gets hot and cold, creates humidity within the box. Yeah, I guess if I were storing them like outside, I might, but I store all my rounds inside, so I don't really care. Chubbs asks, where's the MR762? Not on the table. Monkey Man says, I shot a doe with my 243 last month. Nice. It's a good deer gun. H-Town C says, what's up with that shovel grip AK? What was that again? So that is going to be the shovel handle stock between JMac Customs and Moon Tape. And I have that on my Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch is the name of the gun. It's a little shorty AK chambered in 7.62 by 39 for H-Town C. I rather have a S&W 44 mag than a Glock. I do love me a 44 mag. Night World asks, do you have a 22? I have many 22s, and they're a ton of fun. I love shooting a good cheap 22 LR, super low recoiling guns, and a lot of fun too. Yeah, Sig over Glock. I don't know. I have a lot of Sigs and I have a couple Glocks, and I like them both for different reasons. So it's got a little bit of a bitch cop out, but it is what it is. Michael Manley says, "Ooh, very nice weapons." Well, thank you, thank you. Night World 22 LR. Yeah, I like 22 LR. What is your opinion on a Sig Cross 308 for hunting? Um, just kind of a accumulation of knowledge over time, I guess. And I like to think I'm a pretty smart guy, so I remember things once I like read them and stuff. Just love how easy the Glocks are to work on. They're kind of like Honda Civics. Yeah, I really like that about the Glocks too. I think it's really whereas this one's a 10.5 inch, and it is 300 blackout, which is pretty good. Ball- Ballistically capable out of that. As far as the 223, it's not bad. I wouldn't really use a 10.5 223 or an 11-inch 223 for like a home defense gun. I don't think you're going to have any problems if I'm being incredibly honest. Oh my God, guys, I see an almond that's going to kill me. My 50 caliber muzzle loader actually has light recoil. A can for my 14.5 Arrow home defense rifle when I'm currently on a budget for college. Probably not, to be honest. I like suppressors. I just on a home defense build 100% for sure, but $1,200 for college tuition would be more important in my eyes. Table are- I love all my guns. Question though, if I buy, what should it be chambered in? Um, I like a 223 bolt action. I love a 30-06 bolt action. It really love it, but it's really kind of just whatever you want. Okay, so I actually do have someone Michael Manley. Do you like the Magpul bipods? This actually is the Magpul bipod in the back. Not my guns, my neighbors. I'm cleaning it up for them. But I was actually messing with the Magpul loads and loads better than an Amazon bipod for about 25 bucks. To be incredibly honest, I don't think so. If you're someone who doesn't give a thinks about their guns, I think I would go ahead and just buy the Amazon CV Life bipod for like 25 bucks and call it a day. If you have buddies that are going to be like, oh, you're running that on your gun and it's going to make you feel self conscious, then compensate by the Mac. Okay, I think it's my mic that's like sucking. Sorry, guys. Oh, sorry. God damn it. Boy. We only heard half of what you said in the last 5 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. It's this microphone. I spilled my drink on it the other day. Headphones are no gooder. Malik, you guys didn't hear my bipod rant? I think that mic needs to be put down. Oh, fuck. All right, hold on. We got to go for a field trip. My groceries arrived, so I got to fucking put my groceries away. Field trip. We heard 56%. Yeah, whatever. Field trip first. Sorry. But I don't want my groceries sitting out on the lawn for like 800 hours. Oh, and then we'll get back to talking about guns and stuff. Yeah, it's Sunday, so grocery time. I feel like you guys always really like seeing my fridge too, which is always kind of funny. So you'll get to see my fridge here, see my groceries. Here, there's a gun. It's a gun stream. You guys are just joining the channel. Welcome here. We're gonna do some grocery shopping, and then we'll get back to guns here. Oh shit. Anything good in there? I'm hungry. Honestly, not really. I just kind of like sporadically buy once. Man, I'm really kind of pissed about this microphone. It sounds really good when it works, but why no high point in the fridge? Well, you know, something to consider moving forward. So we got some bananas that are like ridiculously green, which is annoying. Got some sausage and bologna. We'll throw that in the fridge. Some chicken as well. Got some bag salads. Some trying a new brand of pre-workout, so pretty excited about that. Some Italian sausage here. Okay, the grocery section of the live stream is done. You'll get an IHOP cup. Damn, they didn't even try to get you yellow bananas. Agree. Okay. I prefer the more green ones to get a day or two, and then they'll be yellow. LMAO, but most of us love the field trips. Yeah, we do like a good field trip here. H-Town C, you keep a gun room in that house? I do. That was part of our one of our field trips the other day, actually. No smokes, no cheap fireball shots. Obviously, you're not on EBT. Yeah, I wish I was. I would love me some free food. Even all that shit was like $60, and there's like not even anything good there. Your house is pretty cool. Thank you. It was really expensive for no reason. Every room is a gun room if you have enough. Yeah, I agree. Inflation wild. And yes, it is. But back to the gun stuff. I have a custom AR-15 here, chambered in 300 blackout with 10.5-inch barrel. Got the P365 AXG Legion, quite arguably my favorite concealed carry handgun. Also have the Kalashnikov USA Comrade here, which is going to be a 12-gauge AK, out on the table here today. My mom, Bay City projects. We're on EBT. It's not really that fun. My uncle lives off Marlboro Reds and Hungry Man's. Arthur died from the almond. Ronan says, oh, you got to show us the gun room. Okay, so I'm working on a couple of house projects right now, and a little bit of a, what am I going to say, a gun wall is going to be in the in the works moving forward. So a little bit of a, do you run your blackout mainly suppressed? Yeah, I actually only run it suppressed. So the suppressor on this one kind of goes like in the handguard, so you can't really see, but the muzzle device is like right by the hand stop. So not that you can't run it without the suppressor, but one, it looks kind of retarded, and two, I think it would kind of like hurt your hand a little bit. So yeah, I pretty much exclusively do this one. Dylan Martin Fishy says, I would build you a gun wall. I'm a carpenter by trade. Oh, that's kind of interesting and a very nice offer. I would definitely take you up on it. I think my plan, and if anyone knows of a better way, let me know. But I think my plan for the gun wall is just to do like a bunch of slabs of like rectangular pegboard and screw them in the wall. It's kind of my plan. So my buddy just did like a really elite gun wall but it was like $3,000, and I'm like, dude, I'm not spending on this. Like, I think I'm gonna give the project like a budget of like, I don't know, $300 or something. Can you use a muzzle device in the bedroom? She won't stop talking. Nah, we're girlfriendless gang here on the channel, man. Damn, build me one, Dylan. Yeah, if you guys just joined the stream, welcome to the channel. We're derailing a little bit, but that's okay. Please subscribe to the channel if you can. Oh yeah, your mic cut out when I asked the question, what can is that? And is that the Griffin Armament HRT? It's the Griffin Armament Bushwhacker 46. Yeah, I'm sorry with the mic issues, guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this. It's like, I don't know, it's this mic right here. And when I first got it was working fine, but I kind of like spilled a drink on it, and now it's like kind of being ghetto, and I don't know. You have to make sure the pegboard is 2 inches off the wall so the pegs can fit. Well, how the hell do I do that? H-Town C says, bruh, what does the 3K one look like? It's actually pretty sick. I do have a short on my channel about that gun wall. Buy a new mic when you can. Well, I got to talk to... It's actually my cameraman's mic. I gotta figure that out. Maybe I don't know, dude. There's like a little light on it too that, all right, I'm derailing. The almond is still beating the crap out of me. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know. This is probably like my go-to end of the world AR setup. I do have a couple of ARs in the collection. Obviously this one on the ground here is kind of like bare bones basic AR. It looks super cool. I like the way it looks. Obviously just doesn't have all of the bells and whistles here. I'm gonna buy a gun wall from Temu. Yeah, dude, actually that's not a bad option there. What? So AR-15 chambered in 300 blackout, the P365 AXG Legion here, and the KUSA 12 gauge. Yeah, the project I'm working on for the house right now is actually going to be, I bought it today, chalk paint. So I'm going to paint the wall behind the bar in like the chalk paint. And then, I don't know, I think it'll be cool. So that's project number 1. And then project 2 will be the gun wall. You have to put 1x3s up along the studs and then put the pegboard up on that. Okay, it shouldn't be too hard, I guess. It shouldn't be too bad. Okay, thank you, Dylan. I'll have to look into this. His almond milk is on my hands. Okay. Is it just me, or does everyone have that one friend who has to let you know exactly how expensive his guns are? Yeah, I mean, I feel like I do talk about the costs of my parts and my guns quite a bit, but just because I think it's worth knowing. I think a lot of people like, I don't know, I think cost per value is something that's pretty big and important in like the gun space. And I feel like a lot of the times they aren't really chatted about. It's just like, oh, the Surefire is the best light. It's like, okay, well, it's the best, but like for, $600, If you're just popping in, welcome to the Muzzle Bro channel. Another derailing live stream for us today. That's okay. That happens on the channel pretty frequently, but you know, it is what it is, and we do what we can. We are mainly a gun channel here. I mean, we are actually only a gun channel here, but on the live streams, sometimes we debate pancakes versus waffles versus, what was the other one? French toast, you know? Bro, my Kimber costs more than your car. Funny enough, my last car, the dealership offered me $500 for it. I actually did end up selling it to this dude for $2,500, which was exciting. But most of my guns actually cost more than my last car. $600 for a flashlight is wild. Yeah, dude, that's the one thing I feel like within the gun space, you could really spend either as much money or as little money on things as you want. And I don't necessarily think that money is always the absolute like end all be all. I think you guys missed my rant about the bipod earlier. But this is the Magpul bipod here. A bipod is a bipod is a bipod, in my opinion. It is Magpul brand, which like, okay, great. But like, does that bipod necessarily do anything that like an Amazon bipod for $30 does? Not necessarily. I'm a painter. Does it have a sheen? The wall or the paint? I think the paint is just like a flat black. The pancake, waffles, French toast topic went hard. $500. What did you do to that thing? $500 for what, Dylan? Sorry. Make shelves for the bar? Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm trying to do some stuff to like spruce up the front of the house a little bit. I don't really know what to do, but whatever. Supply and demand at its finest. Yes. Do you play Warzone? I don't play Warzone. I do a lot of Call of Duty ranked that I suck at. What's a budget / friendly entry-level priced thermal optic? There really aren't any. Maybe check out the HoloSun thermal when it comes to market. I think that one's going to be cheaper, but I still think it's ridiculously expensive. And I like thermal optics a lot for hunting, night hunting specifically, obviously. But with thermal optics, they're actually kind of very difficult to shoot during the day. You'll get a lot slower target acquisition. Your last car was worth nice looking toys there. Thank you, Jeremy. If you just joined the stream, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Please like the stream as well, you guys that are enjoying, because I think it like gives us more friends on the stream. Your last car was worth $500 according to the dealership. How did that happen? Well, I had almost 300,000 miles on it, so they did not want to give me a lot of, yeah. Well, I don't use a lot of chalk paint. I use a lot of eggshell, matte satin finish. Get more wall decor. I think that'll help. Yeah, I probably need to, but I want to do more like house stuff that like increases the resale value of the house. Like I feel like with wall stuff, you just got to take it off, you know? If you don't have kids, that's a dream. I do not have kids. He keeps not reading my jokes. I guess I'm just a bad comedian. But if my dad was here, he would say, hi, bad comedian, I'm dad. Nice. Well, get your dad to subscribe to the channel, just like all of you should that are watching the stream. I do really appreciate any subscriptions. Talking about a couple custom AR-15 builds here on the ground. Also have the P365 AXG Legion out on the table and the Kalashnikov 12 gauge. What should I put on the live stream tomorrow? You guys let me know down in the comments, because I'll do whatever you guys kind of want me to. All right, a small little field trip. Do you guys like coming on the field trips, or should I just like leave my phone next time? Doesn't really make a difference to me. Just wanted to clean up this crap a little bit. 300 blackout. Well, that's what's on the table today. H-Town C says the gun room. Johnny says a bolt gun. Okay, so we'll do bolt gun, maybe some other stuff. What? No, don't leave it. We love the field trips. Bolt gun in the gun room. Oh, hey, I don't think you guys have seen my cabinet before. I don't know if why this would be of any excitement to you, but the cabinet, just mainly pre-workout and protein and peanut butter and drink mix. Cool sink. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, it's a little dirty, but that's okay. Where are we off to in this great adventure? I was just kind of cleaning up my drinks. Well, here's a gun. There you go. It's a gun channel. Back to the little living room area here. And back to all of our guns. For the YouTube chat moderators, I'm not touching any guns, and there are no firearm sales on the channel. All right, man, I got to go. Well, thanks, Mr. Ronan, for popping by. I appreciate it. Roy says, dilemma. The weekend is going to be sunny and clear for the first time in several days. And the perfect time to go to the outdoor range, but you get your kids for the weekend. What to do? Well, take them with you. Love the subtle threat of don't even think of robbing me. Yeah, dude, I have guns like stashed all over this house. It's kind of wild. I would say almost every room has like a loaded gun somewhere. Yeah, bring your kids to the range. Maddie asks, Arthur, what's a sermon? It's like a church thing. But no fridge high point. I guess if I were to keep a gun in the fridge, I mean, why not a high point? Who knows? If you guys are just tuning in, welcome back to the channel. I don't know what I was even saying. Do you have night vision? I don't. To be honest, I mean, I think night vision is really cool. I don't know. Like, if I had an unlimited budget, would I want some? Like, yeah. But would I rather buy like $3,000, $4,000 worth of guns versus like some night vision stuff? I'd rather have the guns. I just don't have like a very large, I don't know, purpose for night vision, I guess you may say. You can try rob me, but you might end up pushing daisies. Yeah, agree. Thoughts on the Amazon thermal ACOG? That makes me a little nervous. If it has a lot of good reviews and it has good quality, sure, great. But I don't know, dude. That's kind of, I think that's still going to be kind of expensive, like an expensive Amazon optic, and it's probably not going to work. So I'd probably avoid that if it was me personally. Boom, they cut your power and your flashlight died. Night vision. Yeah, I mean, again, if I had an unlimited budget, sure, but I unfortunately don't. Jeremy, leave Canada. It's not worth it. Yeah, Jeremy says, I wish I could buy an AR. They're trying to take them away here in Canada. Currently, all sales are banned on all AR platforms. Well, isn't Justin Trudeau getting like ousted, and there's probably going to be a new overlord king of Canada? I don't know what's his... Yeah, everyone's been commenting on the Xbox gift card. I did get an Xbox gift card for Christmas. I have to add it to my account. Thermal and Amazon just don't sound right in the same sentence. Yeah, and it makes me a little bit nervous. You would just like kind of waste a bunch of money and have like kind of a crappy thermal. So I'm not really quite sure why you would do that, but it is what it is. How much is on that Xbox gift card? I truly have no idea. Hope is a PS5. Nah, dude, Xbox game. So you need to talk your neighbor into a new handguard. Help the man. Yeah, it's a pretty antiquated handguard design. I had never seen this handguard before. It looks super wonky. I don't necessarily super love this build, if I'm being totally honest. But it's not my gun, so not my problem. I'm going to clean it up. What cheaper thermal do you recommend? Dude, that's the thing with thermals is like there's not a cheaper one. Like with thermals, you're kind of like the cost of entry is pretty high. Okay, Max says, look at the AGM Rattler for thermals. Your 300 blackout AR. Rahi, your homie. What's the one in the back? So it's actually my neighbor's AR with a bunch of rust on it. I told him I was gonna clean it for him. So just kind of a custom AR-15 with a bunch of Magpul furniture in the back. Yeah, Max says got mine for $1,000, which is considered cheap. Yeah, I would say that's pretty cheap for a thermal optic. Usually the thermals are pretty dang expensive, which is not ideal for us. What else? Cheyenne says, oh. Okay, well, all right. So the vertical grip and the bipod is crazy. I think a couple of people have made that comment. I don't necessarily agree. I mean, you can run both if you really want to. I think there is a little bit of room for your hand to slide in there between the bipod and the vertical grip, but yeah, I guess it's not necessary for both. I actually ran a bipod on this AR back in the day when it was my kind of hunting gun before I learned that hogs eat 223 like Cheerios. You're going to spend every bit of 2,000 for entry-level thermals or night vision goggles. Yeah. Brand new. Yeah, for new. If you guys are just joining the stream, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I got a Mark 18 and 300 blackout with the Omega 300 suppressor. Nice, Mr. Jonas. Are you in Texas? I could be anywhere. Who knows? I wish I could go hunting, but CWD. So are you mostly into ARs or handguns or what? To be totally honest, I like everything. I have, well, kind of a good representation. I have an AK platform, a handgun, and an AR platform all out on the table today. I do tend to gravitate towards AK platforms, but obviously I still really love working on my ARs as well. And I do love me some handguns. I have some actually really cool handguns in the collection that I've kind of upgraded and pimped out. So I do like my handguns. I like my AKs. I like my ARs. I like a little bit of everything. When the bipod is folded, that can't be fun. Well, it folds up towards the barrel, so it kind of is out of the way. What's the biggest gun you have? Biggest? Probably my RPK, which is kind of going to be an AK platform. I think it's got a 22-inch barrel on it. I might have some bolt guns with longer barrels, but I still think the RPK is the biggest. Malik Ferris, it's digital. Yeah, okay. Did your arms turn to jello after all those push-ups? In fact, they did. My chest was incredibly sore yesterday. I did not expect that much soreness, but it was very sore. You know where H-Town is? Like Houston? Is that, oh, I'm getting this H-Town C. Bro, I have this playing in the background while I'm beating up people. Batman Arkham. Virtual reality, nice. What's your long-range rig? I actually have a 30-06 bolt action that I think is probably one of the longer-ranged guns in the collection. And I do like that gun quite a bit. Hi, Loop. What's going on, Jax? Welcome back to the channel. What about shotguns? Wyatt Bourbon Rees asks. Well, I actually have a 12-gauge AK hanging out on the table today. And I have a ton of hunting shotguns, pump action, semi-auto, stuff like that. So we do have quite a bit of shotguns on the channel as well. Max McComb says you need a tactical lever gun based. I do. In fact, I did get, so I have some parts coming in from Midwest Industries that I'm going to make some content on, and they said I could get more parts maybe later from them for freezies. So I'm hoping that I can maybe do a tactical lever action build with some Midwest Industries furniture moving forward. I think that would be cool. I'm trying to break the world record for the most accurate 22. How are you gonna do that, Dylan? I'm excited for you. That's cool. That would be a fun little process to watch. Sounds like it came from Amazon. Dylan has a non-tactical lever gun. They're both super cool. Which one is better for girls? You might try like an AR-9, like a little pistol caliber carbine. You might try maybe a full-sized handgun. I feel like if you want it to be like a home defense. You might be from Texas, but it took a second. I'm actually from the Midwest. I need to derail. So what's your zodiac sign? I feel like a loser asking this. I don't know shit about horoscopes. I am a Gemini. How far have you shot that 30-06? I've shot it up to 300 yards, and it's incredibly accurate. But the 30-06, at least in the platform that I'm shooting it, like that semi-auto bolt-action gun, it's not really like fun to shoot, meaning it thumps the shit out of you. Like it's not like I think I took it to the range and I brought like 50 rounds and I shot like 12 and I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. Maybe that's just me being a little bit of a bitch. But it's not like something that's super fun to just like pop, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? Mads, how is it having your third eye open from being a moderator? That's amazing. I love it. Opinions on Turkish shotguns. I don't mind them. I think there are some definitely good quality Turkish shotguns. It's one of those things where if it's going to be like a primary fighting rifle for you, like or a primary home defense option for you, I don't necessarily think I would go with them. But if it's just kind of going to be a fun range gun or something you want to hunt with occasionally or something along those lines, I think it's absolutely reasonable to save a little bit of money and go with the Turkish shotguns. Dylan Davis says you need to mag dump that Sega with 3-inch Magnum turkey loads. So I don't even know if I have the video because this was years before the YouTube channel, but I did have a 30-round drum. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. I had not a 30-round drum. It was a 1-shell drum. But anyways, I mag dumped it into a piece of fence, and it was awesome. Like it straight up mulched it. Torture test them. No, because they're mine, so I don't want to break them for no reason. All right, Max, I'm actually curious about this one. Midwest is better than Ranger Point. The squared handguards on the Ranger Point makes it almost impossible to mount anything that tucks into the rail, like the ProTac. Interesting. Okay. Blower Baby says, yo, what's up, dog? I don't know anything about the Zodiac, like I said, but almost everyone I know is Gemini. What the fuck is happening? Well, it's the best. Would you feel secure if you only had a 22 or a 380 for home defense? I mean, I feel like 22, I'd rather fight you. 380, I think, is okay. Not that 22 is bad, but I think for a 22 to like truly stop a threat quickly, you need some very well-placed shots. Not that you couldn't do it. I mean, if you get some decent chest shots or some decent head shots, I mean, that threat's going to be stopped. But I'm picturing like just winging an arm, and I don't think that would stop anything, to be incredibly honest. 380 is really it's not horrible. In my opinion, should you run a 380? I mean, if you have one and you're confident with it and you carry it every day, sure. But I think nowadays there's enough 9mm like EDC guns that you don't really need to go with a 380. I feel like back in the day, like a 380 was really the only reasonable small gun you were going to get. And those super, super small 9mm EDC guns were kind of like hand cannons. But now there's so many good, like smaller 9mm EDC options that I don't really think I don't think I would go out of my way to buy a new 380. Do I have a 380 in the collection? Yes. Do I shoot it a lot? No. Do I really use it for home defense or carry? No. Do I suck with it? Yes, I do suck with it. And that's part of the reason I don't carry it. So you should make a Mads and Dylan shrine for them being your first moderators. Which one is light? This is going to be the Surefire Scout Mini light on the custom AR-15 here, chambered at 300 blackout. If you guys want to know more about any one of these builds at any time, just ask me. I'll get to your comments. I appreciate everyone tuning in here, so please subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate it. I just bought a Maverick 88. Nice. I kind of want to do the Marlin like blackout build maybe. The Gun Bandit says, I went live showing my collection. I got a strike. What did I do wrong? Question mark. Thanks. Well, welcome, Mr. Gun Bandit. I don't think you've been on the channel before. It's always nice to talk to another little bit of a gun tuber here. But they will ban you for no reason. It's ridiculous. Whenever I'm on the live, I think every like 15, 20 minutes, I'll say like For the AI YouTube chatbot overlords, there are no firearm sales on the channel, and I'm not touching any of the guns. I don't know if that makes any difference at all. Last week, I also got a strike on the channel, and I didn't do anything, so I don't know. My 22 has a 4 to 12 scope, floating bull barrel. Ooh. 1.5 pound trigger bipod, and it shoots 3 MOA. What's the world record, Dylan? That's if you don't have threads. Greg, what's up? I do remember you. PPSH supremacy for home defense. I wish. A gun is a gun is a gun. Okay, username 60671, the PPSH. I actually was looking at some PPSA parts kits the other day. Okay, yeah, Malik's talking about that too. I don't know who would put it together. Like, who's going to put that together for me? There's some pretty good 300, 380 SD ammo. No need to worry about placement with the PPSH, comrade. Agree. Christian asks, what would you recommend for an EDC pistol? Probably this guy right here. The Sig Sauer P365 AXG Legion is definitely the favorite of mine for everyday carry. 17+1 capacity. It's got the integrated compensator on the slide, so it definitely decreases muzzle flip and recoil. It's a good gun overall. I like it quite a bit. What is your thoughts on 40 Smith & Wesson? I think it's a good caliber. A little bit expensive, but it is good ballistically. I like me a bigger round. Obviously, you're not going to run 40 S&W on like an EDC. I wouldn't, at least in my opinion, because you're going to be out of a bigger gun. But whatever. The best EDC is the one you shoot near perfection. I will 100% agree with Jeff there. Best AK. I really love my RPK. I really love my Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch, but I also think Palmetto State Armory makes a really good AK too. That's kind of controversial, but they're cheaper and they run pretty well. Roy, come on, don't do me like that, dog. I just got a Blackout, a 300 Blackout, Miss Cheyenne Dozer. That's a good choice too. Not too much recoil, good for home defense. Gun Bandit says, interesting. Well, thanks for the info. Of course, I'll have to check out your channel, Mr. Gun Bandit. Trey, I love the 40, even though it has been poo-pooed since its inception. No, it's a good caliber. Hi, Yusuf from Algeria. What's up, Mr. Yusuf? Everyone subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. LPVO or red dot magnifier combos. Personally, oh man, I don't know. I like the red dot magnifier. I think in theory, LPVOs would be better. Personally, I tend to pick up the dot faster on the dots versus the LPVOs, so I like to run them. And to be fair, I don't do a ton of long range shooting. I feel very confident even shooting irons at 100 yards, 200 yards, and having a 3x magnifier is plenty for me. Obviously, with an LPVO, you can magnify a little bit further, which is cool. But I like the magnifier dot combo. That's probably not going to be a popular choice, but it's my preference just because of the type of shooting that I do. We're talking about the record for a 22. The record is sub 0.5 MOA. I think I might need some better ammo to reduce the flyers, but I think 3 MOA is pretty good for a 22. Yeah, that is really good. Well, let me know how that's going, Mr. Dillon. That's something you'll have to keep us updated on. Hunter's Outdoors Life says, do you like hunting? I do. I love me hunting. Grew up rabbit, squirrel, deer hunting. I do a lot of hog hunting now. I've gone on black bear hunts, so we do quite a bit of hunting. Do you have a night vision scope? I do not. My big issue with night vision scopes are that, like true night vision, not thermal, is that you literally can't use them during the day. And I do like 99% of my shooting in the day. Kennedy says, hello, Professor Bullet. Well, welcome to the channel. Dylan, how far are you shooting? I think that was at 100 MOA, he was saying. Or not 100 MOA, 100 yards. I want a gun with a laser in sight. We'll get you one. How much does the gun cost with support costs? I don't really know. I think you should always get used to the gun's iron sights before buying and installing a red dot. I agree. How close to the red dot, to the magnifier, how close should the magnifier be to the red dot? I mean, it's got to be right close like that. You pretty much got to put them right next to each other. Hunter's Outdoor Life. What do you use for hogs? Actually, this gun right here in frame. This is going to be custom 300 blackout AR that I'm running a Holosun AMES core with a 3x magnifier, 10.5 inch barrel for this guy, and it does very well for hogs. I like this as a hog gun quite a bit because it's still pretty like lightweight and small that I can like walk and stalk with it pretty easily, but also hasn't like, it's got pretty good ballistics, I guess is where I was going. Dylan Davis asks, have I ever thought about putting an LPVO on that? I have, but this is the setup I ended up with. If I ever get like some sort of tactical lever gun or like a 308, maybe like the 308 Jackal or something, I would say, yeah, it's a decent option. How much for 22? Well, there are no firearm sales on the channel here, but you can usually get a 22 LR for like a couple $100 usually. They're usually not very expensive weapon systems. What is the base magnification on a red dot without the magnifier? It's nothing. It's literally just looking through like a glass with a dot on the middle. I have returned the Melon Resident. Shazam, that's an intimidating looking rifle you got there, 300 blackout. Yeah, I like this one quite a bit. I put a lot of work into making this like a lightweight gun that's also small enough, but also good enough ballistically. And it kind of has all the bells and whistles that I would want in both a hunting rifle as well as kind of like an all-purpose weapon as well. Drop asks, are you into single action stuff? Yeah, I do have quite a bit of bolt actions. I do have a lot of bolt actions too. I just usually don't have them on the table. I think people are asking for like a bolt action on the stream, so I'll probably bring one of the cooler bolt actions out tomorrow. What's a good budget SPR rifle? I would look at some of the Palmetto State Armory AKs, or excuse me, ARs. People have had issues with them, but if we really need to stick to a budget, I think that's a good base gun to add like a decent optic, a decent light, maybe a decent trigger, and kind of call it a day. If we want to stay in the realm of budgets, obviously you can get kind of like really as expensive as you want. If you guys are just joining the stream, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Dylan just bought a Remington 1858. Do you own any knockoff attachments? Yeah, I do. I bought a knockoff Surefire X300 and it is absolute garbage. I also bought a knockoff Trijicon RMR that was also garbage. So, you know, for some of the attachments, not really worth it in my opinion. The Taurus TX22 superb yet cheap 22 grip pistol, great for beginners. That's a good option. Mad says, I listen to everything you're saying about these guns, but somehow I learned nothing. You will, my child. My smallest gun, Cheyenne asks, it is a Colt Junior that is going to be chambered in 22 short, and it actually is pretty much like the size of my palm. It's definitely the smallest gun I have in the collection here. Mike Reese asks, what sights you got on the bipod gun? So this is my neighbor's gun. I don't know. I could go over there and read them. I read them the other day. I didn't recognize the brands, so I assume they're kind of not the best, but I don't know. There's an LPVO I love. Sig Tango, blah, 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 blah. Has a bullet drop and windage and is illuminated. Wow. For just over $700, you can't beat that. Well, I could beat it with a $100 Sig 5 dot. No, I'm sure that LPVO is great. I just, I really hate optics. I run a lot of optics on my guns. I hate the cost of optics. And that's why I was so enraged by my Swamp Fox Kraken experience, because nothing will piss me off more than spending hundreds of dollars on an optic and having the optic be a piece of shit. No shade on you, but I hate the 300 blackout round, especially now the 6.8 blackout is a thing now. Yeah, man. I get it. I like shooting 300 blackout. I like a 30 cal round. I exclusively shoot this gun suppressed. They make really good 300 blackout, like hollow points for hunting. Is 8.6 the better round? Yeah, it is, but it's also like even more expensive. So I get it, but I like the Kel-Tec. Okay, yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good pistol. How much was it? So the P365 AXG Legion. I did buy this one new and like pretty close to when it just came out. I think a couple of weeks or a month or two after it came out, and it was like $1,300, which kind of sucks. Wow, do you need hearing protection for the 300 blackout for home defense? Here's the thing. If you were shooting this outside with subsonic rounds, do you need hearing protection? I would probably still wear it, but it's not going to leave your it's not going to leave your ears ringing. In the house, I'm not going to stop to put in earring protection before I start shooting. Would this gun suppressed be quieter than something unsuppressed? Well, yeah, of course. So it is kind of what it is. Favorite 308 rifle? Mine's the G3. I actually really love the M14. Wyatt Earp asks. 300 plus the aftermarket slide is another 150. That's not too bad. Beretta gang, where you at? I do have a Beretta. I really like it. It's one of my World War II guns. Paulette, another female on the channel. Welcome to the channel, Paulette. Yeah, it's like here. We'll go over there and look, I guess. Like kind of get behind the shit here. Sight mark, magnifier, and I don't even know. There's not even markings on this optic. I don't know. Vortex, it looks like maybe. If you guys are just joining the channel, welcome to the stream. Please subscribe to the channel. For the YouTube chat overlords, there are no firearm sales, and no one is touching any guns. Short guns look so silly, in my opinion. Yeah, I've seen a lot of goofy-looking builds in my day. I like the mini-looking ones. Paulette says hi. LPVO, overrated. Lil Spankies says, Mads be up in here every day. Well, that's why she's a moderator. She earned her blue wrench. She earned that bob. Is your neighbor storing it in the garage with an open door for like 3 years? Yeah, that's kind of the story I was told. What's a good gun to carry around? Well, this is mine, my main EDC, my everyday carry gun, the P365 AXG Legion. But really any sort of smaller 9mm that you're efficient with, I would kind of be my base recommendation. Yeah, I have the old astigmatism and seeing an actual firework go off in your sight. Elijah says, yeah, he got his 365 for $1,200, not far off. Yeah, it's expensive, but it is what it is if you actually carry it every day, Do you own an AR-10? So I actually don't. I almost put together an AR-10 build, ended up putting this 300 blackout on this too. Sorry, what the fuck was I talking about? I got accused of being in the ATF, which I am not. So I don't own an AR-10. What type of trigger is that on the AR? So this is actually going to be, whoa, sorry guys. Franklin Armory binary trigger on that one. I don't usually shoot it in binary mode, but the Franklin Armory binary trigger does have the semi function, and that works pretty flawlessly, so I don't mind having it in a purpose-driven build. What can on the 300 blackout? So this is actually going to be the Griffin Armament Bushwhacker 46, which is, a bigger can than I need for the 300 blackout caliber, but it actually does a really good job at decibel reduction on 300 blackout, and I like that I can shoot multiple calibers through it. I can do my 22s, my 223s, 300 blackout, 762 by 39, 45 ACP, 9mm, whatever. So that's why I ended up getting this can. When I see a rusty gun, I'm compelled to clean it. Is it true you're an alphabet boy? No. I don't know, bro. That question had you choked up a bit. Well, because I'm like trying to answer one question and then I see like a comment pop up and then I read that comment and then my brain starts going to answer. You know what I'm saying? So I struggle. What holster do you use for the P365? I use this actually a little carbon fiber one here. I I don't remember the name of it. I got it off Amazon for like 25 bucks. I actually have a video on that holster. If you go check out one of my long form videos, I go in depth and talk about that holster. So if you want the name of that one specifically, it is on that video. I'm just afraid to touch it and get like the live stream shut down right now. ATF should be abolished. Agreed. 380 bodyguard, no safety, one in the chamber at all times, ready to pew pew at a moment's notice. Yeah, I don't know. 380 is not like the best concealed carry gun, but if you need a super small gun, it's not a horrible option. What can go through a FRAS plate? I don't know what that one is. I feel like I'm not in the ATF is exactly what an ATF agent would say. Well, you're not wrong. How big is your collection? It's pretty big, dog. I have quite a few pieces, and I love all of them. I usually have a couple different guns out on the table every day, and I have tons of content featuring different guns. What kind of light is that? I have the Sig Sauer Foxtrot. Interesting. So this is going to be the Surefire Scout Mini on this guy. My dog is terrified of the ATF. If you're just joining the stream, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. Bigger can means less cans. I did the Dead Air Sandman 30 cal, fits every gun. Yeah, man, I'm pretty big on being cost conscious with the cans. I like me a can that'll do everything. And that's why I ended up with this one. Shazam, what is your opinion on the pistol chassis like the Recover Tactical 2020? In fact, I think the very first video I ever posted on the channel was on the Recover Tactical 2020N that I had bought and then I had all the bells and whistles for. Ended up selling it. I don't love them. I feel like I could shoot a pistol better just like regularly, to be incredibly honest. I feel like anytime we're like talking about any sort of conversion kits, whether that be like pistol to like a PCC or like, you know, the 22 AR, like 22 LR, AR-15 conversion kit, like anytime you're doing any sort of conversion, I feel like you just get like a shittier version of what you want it to be, right? Like if you want a PCC, buy a PCC. I don't love them is really what I'm saying. The Recover Tactical one specifically, like it felt really cheap. Like it felt like I was going to break the stock if I actually shouldered the stock hard, which like to me is pointless. But anyways, AJ says, I got to hold a Daniel Defense 7.62. I really liked it today. And a P365 Legion, I think it was. I even liked it over the Beretta. Yeah, this is the P365 Legion right here. I do love this gun. It's the gun I carry most commonly every day. If you're just joining the channel, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel as well. ATF should not be abolished, but rather changed to alcohol, tobacco, and fast food. Go to Shoddy. Well, here's a 12 gauge out on the table. 1301 gang. Do I own a gun that has no modifications and attachments, just plain and generic? Yeah, right here. So for my carry guns, I really don't do anything to them. I know everyone, I actually have a couple of videos on like, I don't really like to run an optic. I don't really like to run a light. I really try to keep my EDC guns as bare bones and as stock as I possibly can. And that's just kind of due to reliability. I always have this gun on me. And it's really difficult for me to not modify guns. I will change everything. But for this gun, it was $1,300. I was like, I'm going to buy this and I'm not going to change a thing. And I'm just going to carry a reliable weapon. And that's what I did. Are you a Glock or Canic guy? I would pick a Glock over a Canic. I really like my Glock 17. Now, I'm not really sure why. I just do really well with it. I have a lot of trigger time on it. I'm very comfortable with it. I enjoy it. Favorite rifle you've got? Well, that's either got to be my RPK or I have a Shorty AK Rifle Dynamics makes called the Quick Hatch, which is like a really cool high-speed new age like handguard they have on it in combo with Occam Defense that I really like. Forgot to ask when I first started watching your streams, how long have you been doing streams and videos? I started the channel in September. Just kind of started doing the live streams maybe a month or so ago, but been doing the channel for about 3-4 months now. Fan of com block guns / old guns? Yeah, absolutely. I'm obsessed with AKs. I love my RPK. I like kind of like the old school vibes, like ARs. I have a ton of bolt action guns in the collection. I have some muzzle loaders. I have a flintlock rifle. I have a couple of guns. I have a gun from World War II. Actually, I have a gun from World War I, which is pretty cool. So yes, a fan of both. What kind of IR lasers do you run? I own 0 IR lasers. I'm not paying $3,000 for an IR laser that I'm never going to use. Unpopular opinion, if I had all the money in the world, would I have some sort of night vision setup with IR lasers? Yeah, sure. Well, why the fuck not? But in my opinion, am I going to spend like $3,000 on 2 new guns or an IR laser that I'm going to use once every 3 months when I do a night shoot? It's kind of a no-brainer for me. I'm not shitting on IR lasers. I guess, I get whatever. If I was fighting terrorists in the caves of Afghanistan, I would want one, but fighting cardboard at the range, I don't want one. Do you own a cowboy-style gun? I do have a lot of revolvers in the collection, and I have plans for a tactical lever gun moving forward. What is your first gun? Cheyenne asks. That is going to be the Ruger Mark II Target Edition. I actually have a video on that I dropped on Thanksgiving. That just kind of talks all about my first gun and what got me into shooting and kind of some good memories with my dad and grandpa and all that stuff. So that was cool. Ooh, RPK. Show this RPK. I got to see the RPK. Yeah, funny enough, I actually had the RPK out like right here for like every day for like 2 or 3 weeks on all the live streams. So there, I do have a full video on the RPK up on the channel as well. So if you want to hear about my RPK, I have some videos up on the channel. I don't have it out today, but it will be in the future. And there's plenty of RPK content on the channel also. Chat wants the RPK. I want the STG 44. Yeah, that'd be dope. Do you have a Kalashnikov, Jex? Yeah. Well, here's a AK 12 gauge out on the table today. I also run a bunch of AKs and the RPK. I have a lot of Kalashnikov platforms. I've got a Tokarev made in '53, one of my favorites. Old military guns, along with Cold War, will forever have a place in my heart. Yeah, I agree. I think they're super cool. If you guys are just joining the stream, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate it. Mad says, Arthur, I'm still here. I'm just a bit busy right now. I'm just listening to all the gun questions. LOL. What are you up to, Miss Madeline? My first gun was a 12 gauge. Also a good gun to start with. I got a smile from my great-great-uncle from World War I. Or an SMLE. Smile? SMLE, is that a gun I'm unaware of? I can't see your live tomorrow, crying face. Sorry. I'll probably end up doing a live every day this week. If you're just tuning in, please subscribe to the channel. For the AI overlords, there are no firearm sales, and I'm not touching any guns. Do you have any guns that shoot in 50 cal? I actually do. So stay tuned for that. Do you think that Daniel Defense 7.62 would serve well for all things under 500 yards? Some elk hunts, also whitetail. Sometimes I try and take on hog groups too if I stump. Yeah, definitely will do hogs. What's the barrel length on that Daniel Defense at 7.62? That would maybe help answer me some questions. Oh, well, if it's the Mark 18 10.5, I would say under 200 yards personally. Short magazine Lee infield rifle. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, well, Dylan does. Of course Dylan does. Do you own a pistol with a bad iron sight? Not really. I actually like the Glock iron sights. Everyone likes to take dumps on those, but I like the Glock iron sights. Pretty much all the other iron sights I have are pretty good. I usually will upgrade them if it's not like night sights. This gun is running night sights. I do really well with AK irons for some reason. I actually am just running iron sights on this shotgun, just like a little bead and a, leaf in the back. I don't know. I like iron sights. I like optics. I like both. Have you ever heard of Androcorp? What are your opinions on the guns if you have? Mr. Victor, I'm not going to lie to you. I have not. So I don't really want to speak too far to that. AJ says 16-inch for his 300 blackout. I don't know. To be honest, you just got to do some ballistics testing with it. Take it out to 500 yards, see how much of a drop you get. If it's a 16-inch, I mean, you should be good 300 yards and in. Nick says, I've got a Browning 1919 A4. Oh, nice. It's a good little piece. Colonel Sanders asks, do you like Berettas? Yeah, I have a Beretta actually from World War II, so that's pretty cool. Jack says, do you have anything that fires 22 LR? Yeah, I have a bunch of 22 LR guns in the collection, and I do love me some 22 LRs. Nick says, is Mads your girl? She is the chat moderator. She does have the wrench. Most rounds through a specific pistol. Yeah, I definitely have the most rounds through my Glock 17 Gen 3. Just kind of, I guess, my first full-size sidearm, I guess you would say, that I bought. And I can't stop shooting it when I go to the range. I don't know why. It's always in my side holster. If you see any of my like range content videos, it's always just there. So I always just load up. I always keep like 3 loaded mags on me, and I'm always just gonna run a quick ADD build drill or something like that. What's the opinions on the DB15, the Diamondback? I think they're fine. They're good. I like to build an AR-15 from the ground up, so I don't think personally I would ever really buy an AR-15 straight from the factory because I do enjoy building them out myself, but I think that's a decent option. Cheyenne asks, what's your biggest gun? Probably the RPK. Some of my 50 cal muzzle loaders might be heavier, maybe. AJ says, cool, thank you. Yeah, man, just make sure you're getting a good zero and check. Like, here's what I'd recommend. Like, I don't know, dude, my hog gun is zeroed for like 50 yards. But yeah, just watch your bullet drops with 300 blackout. Well, what's your draw speed? I don't know. I have a bunch of videos coming out of like build, because I did just get a shot timer. So I was playing with that last range day quite a bit. So a bunch of videos are going to drop with like build drills and shot timers and all that good stuff coming up. I was consistently under 2 seconds for a build drill from the holster. So it's pretty good. Colonel Sanders says, can we see it? Berettas? Yeah, I don't know if I have a video on that Beretta dedicated to it, but it was definitely out on some of the earlier live streams. If you watch the channel, I will have some Beretta content dropping for sure. Hold on a second. 8.5-inch barrel ARP accurate from 100 yards. Probably. You're just going to have to watch your bullet drop. I mean, it'll be decent. It'll be combat accurate, I would say. Do you have any place for these? Do you see any place for these 9mm semi-autos? What do you mean? Like the handguns? Max, bro definitely likes those Glock 17s. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Max? Okay, Max, I get the joke. Yeah, I do. I love my Glock 17. Yeah, that's funny, Max. Appreciate you, by the way, brother. The Sigma says, do you like basketball? I'm actually not a huge basketball fan, more of a football guy. I like hockey too. What's your most primitive gun? I have a flintlock in the collection, so probably the flintlock. Do you like the Glock 43? He says S, but I'm assuming he's meaning X. I don't love the Glock 43X. I do like my Glock 17. I like the Glock 45. Any Glock that's going to have a frame smaller than that, I just personally don't fuck with. I get a real bad grip on it. I don't shoot it well. I'm not going to say they're bad guns. Just for me personally, I can't get a good grip on them, and I suck with them. For any sort of like concealed carry gun or something, I'm going to run with a smaller frame. I don't like Glocks. But that being said, I do carry my Glock 17 Gen 3 concealed fairly frequently. Football's my favorite, the Sigma. What's your least favorite pistol of the modern firearm era? 1980 to present. That's a good question. Least favorite pistol. Oh, it's kind of hard to. I think I'll say the most overrated is probably the Glock 19, in my opinion, which is kind of ironic because you just got done hearing me fangirl over the Glock 17. Because if people be like, "Oh, you're a Glock fanboy," I was like, I like I like the Glock 17. I really hate the Glock 19. I get a real shitty grip on the gun. I think it's super snappy. Like I look at something like this, and it's like, why does the Glock 19? Like, how is someone still buying the Glock 19 when something like this exists? Like, it's got a better grip, it's got a better capacity, it's got less recoil, it's got like everything's better. So I don't know. Do you recommend an optic riser? I'm not gonna say that they're bad. So I shoot AKs a lot, and with my AKs, I really like to get down on the gun really low so I can like try and mitigate that 30 cal recoil. I don't think risers are bad if you're more comfortable with them. My recommendation would kind of be try an optic with a riser, try an optic without a riser. Personally, I kind of prefer the normal, like this isn't necessarily a riser, it's just the standard iron sight height. For me, I'm still able to get a really good shoulder weld, and I'm still able to get a really good cheek weld on the gun and view the iron sights appropriately. If you're running like nods or night vision goggles, you do kind of need a riser. But if you're not, I wouldn't prefer one. I've never built an AR before. You got any advice? Dude, it's super easy. If you don't want to buy tools, I would say you can absolutely assemble the lower 100% by yourself. Buy a stripped lower, buy a parts kit. The uppers are not hard to assemble either. But if you're a first-time AR builder and you don't have like an armor's wrench and a block and a vise, just buy a completed upper and be done with it. Assemble the lower yourself, buy an upper, you'll be good to go. If you do have some AR tools, assembling the upper is not hard. Colonel Sanders says, I'm a Beretta fanboy for sure. Not sure why I shoot good with them. Even my P4X Storm. Dude, everyone's going to find what they're good with, and that's awesome. Just like I'm good with the Glock 17 for no reason. Like people pick up guns and you just kind of mesh with them. And that's what's so cool about like the options. Because everyone will be like, well, what's the best gun for this? Or what's the best gun for that? It's like, dude, it's like what you're the best with, what you get the best purchase on, what sights your eyes pick up the fastest. I mean, of course, there are some shit guns on the market, but everyone's going to have a little bit of different preference. But, you know, I just give you mine. Dylan says, I don't understand so ARP is assault rifle pistol. That's like a phrase that you guys kind of taught me. I always just kind of say SBR. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get it either. Bye, Cheyenne. Appreciate you stopping by. Mad says, wait, what's your favorite football team? I'm an Ohio State boy, so Ohio State football. I've always loved Ohio State. NFL, I don't really have an NFL team, to be honest. Best Glock is the 47, in my opinion. Yeah, the 47 is great because it gives you that full-size grip. You could also run the net shorter slide if you want to. Good deal. Is that the TAC Pro Micro? This is the Holosun AMES Core. Do you have a Colt Detective snub nose revolver? So I do have that Ruger SP101, which is kind of a snubby little revolver that I do run. I own a 365 Legion. Nice. Make love, no guns. Like the stream, Alice. I can tell you're a gun gal. Guns don't do anything. Only people. Agree. I shoot my dad's AR-15 and 17 HMR. Nice. Jeff says, I love the 92X. Awesome trigger and accurate. About to go for a run. Wish I had somewhere new to go instead of the same dead-ass roads. Tiring of carrying a knife, too. Do you own a ridiculously, excessively tactical gun? Excessively, no. This is, I don't know, arguably the most tactical gun that I own. But I don't think I overdid it in a sense, but I don't think I would add any more to this gun or it would be overly tactical. But it does have a lot of like, you know, I got the Surefire, I got the cam, I got the grip, I got iron sights, I got a magnifier, I got an optic, I have the bad lever, I have a binary trigger. I have some sling mounts on this one too. So I think this is like a good purpose-driven rifle. I wouldn't add any more bullshit to it. I worked with Dylan at Acousti. Hey, Dylan, Taro. Glad we're all making friends. Tool Nord says, oh. Yeah, if you guys are just joining, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. Victor asks, how much should a good set of irons cost? Not polymer. So the irons I'm running on this gun right here, it's kind of hard to see, but they're the Magpul Pro iron sights, and I think they're like 140 bucks. Not to say you can't get other true iron sights, but like, dude, iron sights are kind of expensive, like true metal ones. So I actually just am running the carry handle and the A2 front sight post on this AR, and I like those iron sights too. Those actually are metal as well. So just kind of depends on what you want. Thinking about buying my first AK. Which would you prefer, the 74U or the 103? I love the 74U. I would get it maybe in 5.56 though, because 5.45 is gonna suck to buy. Just cleaned my GS G15 after 4,000 rounds. Yeah, I bet that was dirty. Greg, I do remember you. How old were you when you started getting interested in guns? For me, it was around 3. Yeah, I'd say 3 or 4 with 22s as well. Kind of very similar story there. Guns can hurt people, like if it is a malfunction or some dumbass is using it incorrectly. Yeah. Do you have all of the stuff to shoot your flintlock? I think so. I don't know if I'm going to mess with it, to be incredibly honest. Do you love the AMES? Midwest Industry makes great iron sights for cheap. I like the AMES. I think it's a good optic. To be honest, the Sig Romeo 5 is probably my favorite dot for the value. It does everything the AMES does. My one complaint with the AMES is it doesn't come with a lower mount, which for me, I didn't care because, you know, whatever. But the Sig Romeo 5 comes with both a higher mount and a lower mount, which I actually really liked because the lower mount I use on one of my AKs and it coincides 1/3 with the irons. Do you have a brother from another mother who is also a gun nut? I have some gun friends. JPMS, welcome back, man. He is a big fan of the Hollow Sun AMES. Damn, I started shooting with my grandpa at that age myself. Yeah. Jaeger asks, how do you hook up a sling to your AR stock? I got the same one. Okay, so currently I am running a little piece of paracord. I ran it in and out that slot. I tied it. I took a lighter to it and like stuck it together, and I shoved the little cord bundle in through that hole. You can kind of see it. They also make some, like I actually bought one. I have no idea where it is. Like they make some like fabric pieces that go in and out and give you a metal loop. But I actually really don't mind running the paracord. And it's super low profile as well. It works fine. Not like the most fancy setup in the whole world, but it like 100% does the job and I don't care. So it is what it is. Do you have a blunderbuss? I don't. You need 2 different, we're talking about the flintlock. You need 2 different kinds of powder, one for the flash pan and one for the actual charge. Yeah, I think I have it. I don't think I'm going to mess with it. I don't want to say that. It could be a fun learning experience. I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know how to like load that really accurate. John Wick says, nice build. Well, thank you, from Baba Yaga himself. Monkey Man, do you prefer rifles or handguns? Both, man. I don't say I truly do try and train with both equally. So yeah, I like shooting both. I love that handguns are cheaper to shoot. Hello from Ohio, just came across your channel while scrolling. Well, welcome. If you guys just joined the stream, and Tool Nerd from Ohio, please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. Any subscription to the channel helps me out quite a bit. But yeah, the custom 300 Blackout AR is a nice piece. I like it quite a bit. It's a lot of fun to shoot too. How many guns do you have? Quite a bit. I inherited quite a few from my dad, quite a few from my grandpa, and then I bought quite a few for myself. So I actually kind of have a really interesting spread of Newer rifles, older rifles, hunting rifles, shotguns, tactical stuff, old school EDC. I have quite a little bit of everything, which is fun. Just subscribe, bro. Well, thank you, Hector. I appreciate that. 308 is going to be more than enough for hunting whitetail. Usually when I'm hunting whitetail, I do like a 12 gauge slug with a rifled shotgun barrel. Or we have a 450 Bushmaster that I really love hunting whitetail with too. I love that 450 Bushmaster. But yeah, 308 should be good, man. Make sure you're using some sort of like hollow point round or something like that. For the YouTube AI chat overlords, there are no firearm sales on the channel, and we're not touching any guns here. How does 308 compare to 30-06? 30-06 is going to be, they're very similar. Very similar. 30-06 is going to be a little bit ballistically better, I think, but yeah, kind of negligible, to be incredibly honest. Oh, Dylan says 308's better. I'd listen to Dylan on that one. Yeah, I thought 30-06 was a little bit better for distance, but whatever. My dad has a really old shotgun from my great-grandfather. Yeah, I think my oldest gun in the collection is from 1917, maybe a little earlier. I'm not sure. 30-06 is heavy, so it's a little bit slower. I'd defer to Dylan on this question too. If you're just joining, welcome to the stream. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Have you ever fired a gun that shoots 500 Bushwhacker? I have not. I think the biggest caliber I've fired is 50 BMG. I love 30-06 though. Yeah, I like the 30-06 rifle I have. I think I do have a 308 rifle. I think 308 is a little bit more pleasant to shoot, but I think I've had better accuracy with my 30-06. That could just be the systems I'm running though. Opinion on the FN reflex. I think that's fine. Wait, hold on. Haha, so many questions. Never has been one man been asked about every. He thinks, they thinks, we know thinks, but I don't believe it. What? Yeah, I don't know. I always give you my opinions. If I don't know something, I'll at least tell you, like, I don't know. 7mm versus 308. I have both, but I want your opinion. I'd probably do 308. It's going to be a little cheaper. CCW handgun of choice, is that a Sig? Yeah, this is going to be the Sig P365 AXG Legion, and just the kind of carbon holster fiber I run with it. I do like this gun quite a bit, and it is the gun I carry most commonly. What was your childhood guns? Oh, we had so many BB guns, so many airsoft guns. My first, like, gun was the Ruger Mark II Target. Hector, I was torn between that P365 and Glock 19. Please tell me you got the P365, Hector. Yeah, you'll be good for 308 with whitetail hunting. So 308 has about 2,800. So while 30-06 closer, but has different bullet weights. Yeah, dude, I don't know. To me, that's like fairly negligible. That's pretty close. I think for most game that you're going to hunt with a 308, you can hunt with a 30-06 is what I would say. You guys are just joining the stream, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Every subscription gets me one step closer to quitting my job. I got the Glock, but I'm getting rid of my 17 for a P365, I promise. No, just me personally, I shoot the Glock like 19 like crap. Anything smaller than a Glock 17 frame, I suck. What is the lowest caliber gun you fired? I have a gun in 22 short. So that's probably going to be like the smallest round that I have in the collection. If you don't count, I mean, I have like pellet guns and BB guns and stuff, but like a true gun, I guess, 22 short. You're probably not even worth selling that Glock 19, Hector. You probably just hang on to it, dog. We're talking about my AR-15 here, chambered in 300 blackout with all the bells and whistles. We got the P365 AXG Legion. And then we also have the KUSA Comrade AK platform 12 gauge that I think is pretty cool. Out on the table today. I just got my concealed carry, and the 17 is a little too big to conceal. We don't want to get rid of the 17. Maybe I'll just save up for a SIG so I can have all three. Yeah, I don't think it's probably not worth getting rid of the 17, dog. Unless someone like, because what, you're going to get like $300 out of your 17? I'd just fucking keep the thing. Hash slinging slasher, love it. How recently did you purchase your KUSA? I got it in 2020, so I guess 4 or 5 years ago. Did KUSA go out of business? Yes. Which is actually like, I actually did have some reliability issues with this gun. Something was wrong with the recoil spring and it was causing the dust cover to fly off when I shot it. So I did have to get in 2 new dust covers and a new recoil spring assembly from KUSA, which they did give me for free. And this was back before the channel, so that was nice. But I probably wouldn't buy any of their crap anymore because it's kind of got questionable reliability issues, and the company's like closed, so they're not really going to be able to support you real good. I do not have any 6.5 Creedmoor. Did you know there was a short-lived caliber that was .900 and discontinued very quickly? I did not know that. Nice again. Nice, bro. Thank you, Mr. AJ. Enjoy. Be safe on your run. That's a badass 12 gauge, though. How would you say your KUSA compares to a Mossberg or a Remington? So I did actually film, I have not yet edited, but I did film a pretty extensive range review of the KUSA 12 gauge this past range day. So stay tuned for that video. I did have some issues with the recoil spring when I first got the gun. I think it's pretty cool because it's cool. It does have a adjustable gas block, so you can shoot high and low brass with it. What was I going to say? The biggest pain in the ass is the reloads because you have to reload on an open bolt. So you have to like hold the bolt to the rear every time you reload it, and it's like pretty miserable. I would say the Mossberg 500 and the Remington 12 gauges are absolutely going to be more reliable though. 6.5 Creedmoor is one of the best hunting calibers. I don't disagree. Very nice 300 Blackout. What are your thoughts on the Mossberg Shockwave? I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I need something with the stock if I'm trying to run it seriously, I guess I would say. Thoughts on Zastava? Do you own any? I don't think I have a specific Zastava brand. I usually go in a different direction, but nothing wrong with Zastavas. I have had a lot of people that enjoy them, and I've shot them, and they work very well. What brand is the AR? I recently got a DD M4 V7, Daniel Defense. Haven't gotten to put it through paces. So this is kind of like a Frankenstein one. I got a lot of Griffin armament parts on this. This is a Spikes Tactical Lower. So I put this one together myself. Dylan asks about the shotgun. I assume, does it not have a last round bolt hold? No. So AK platforms typically don't. I know like the PSA AKV does, but this one does not have a bolt hold open. So like I ran a bill drill with this and it was like kind of retarded. Like you have to hold the bolt to the rear. Like you can't, it's like regular AK, right? You shoot your last round, the bolt goes forward, you rip out that mag, you put in a new mag, you charge the gun. This one, you have to like I can't even show you because you have to, what I do is I grab the charging handle, I hold that bolt back with the gun into my shoulder. While the gun is held into my shoulder with the charging handle, with my left hand, I reload the mag, load a new mag, then I release the bolt with my right hand to reload the next round, and then get back on the gun. And it is the most awkward and slow process you will ever see in your entire life. To the fact where I only did one reload drill with it because I was like, that was stupid, and I don't ever want to do that again. So if you need to reload this gun, you're gonna die, I guess. What is my favorite Italian gun? That's not Beretta, because that's too easy. Benelli. I do love me a Benelli shotgun. Hector asks, thanks for answering that. How many rounds do you typically put through your ARs and pistols before you clean them, or after every use? Question mark. Yeah, I know a lot of people have a round count. To me, honestly, after every time I come back from the range, I just clean everything. It's one of those things for me. I like I like to do a lot of little cleanings instead of like, all right, like this bitch is going to take 800 years to clean. It's like, I don't want to do that. I want to rip it apart, give everything a nice wipe down with some Hops 9 and just be done with it. For me, I really like to, like, especially when I'm thinking about going to the range, that's one less thing I have to think about. Like, oh shit, how many rounds are through this gun? And I shoot my guns very like sporadically with different amounts of ammo and like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I come home from the range. I usually throw everything in this room and set up my cleaning station and just clean them. Tool nerd, do you have any AR pistols? Well, typically I just SBR everything. So this is a 10.5 inch barrel. So if I just take off the stock, it's an AR pistol. So whatever. Yeah. Thoughts on Underwood and Buffalo Bore ammo? I honestly just buy a lot of range ammo, so I just kind of get it as cheap as I can. So for me, cheapest ammo is the best. If that's a We the People holster, I have the same one. LOL. It's not. This is some bullshit Amazon brand, but it works really well. I've heard good things about the We the People holsters. I don't know. For me, holsters are either they're plastic, right? They're plastic or carbon fiber. You can get a super high end holster. In fact, my buddy I went to the range with a couple months ago was like, oh, like this holster is better than that one because it has like a lower optics cut and you can get, I'm like, dude, like, I don't give a fuck. Like that holster was $100. This one was 20. I'm cool with mine, dog. I have a couple AR pistols, 223 and 300 blackout. Yeah, I do like me a short barreled AR. Hector, I clean my rifles even if I haven't shot them. It's therapeutic. Yeah, sometimes it is. Palmetto State Armory just dropped their 308 Jackal. Should check that out. Yeah, it's the Scar at home. I think it's cool. I don't know. Oh, sorry. I'm kind of far behind in the comments, guys. Pretty sorry. I wish I could take notes on anything more without the mystery watchers seeing it and using it to label risk of society. Yeah. Been ruining my life for 12 years now. Have you tried downloading the Mag 1 for reloads on the KUSA 12? What's that, Johnny Kamikaze? I know they were making a piece that like attached here or something that allowed you to load it on a closed bolt. And it was on their KUSA Chaos shotgun, but I didn't know that I could buy that or download one, a 3D printed one. I do not have a Spaz 12, would love one. That's real rust, bro. Yeah, that's my neighbor's AR that I'm working through cleaning. Get an ACT, get an SVT40, sorry. So basically maintenance here and there, that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people will be like, every 1,000 rounds, 2,000 rounds. I just like it clean. I have a fear of like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to need it and just have it jam because I was lazy and didn't fucking clean it. Like, is it probably overkill? Like, yeah, it probably is. But to be honest, that's just what my dad always did. Like, every time we shot, like, he would clean the guns. So, like, that's just what I do. So even, like, for my EDC guns, like, I do like to clean those probably, like, once a month. Even if you don't shoot them. Because it takes, like, if the gun is clean, it takes, like, 5 minutes to wipe everything down. Probably not even, dude. And, like, the EDC guns will get a lot of, like, clothes and just shit caked up in them. So, what was the first AR that you built from the ground up? About to build my first one from the ground up, because use some tips. I think it may actually have been this one. I think I've changed out some parts and pieces since. Oh, I mean, I definitely did. But it's super easy, dude. There's tons of videos out there about how to put all the little AR lower parts and stuff in. Is that a Sig? No, it's the P365. I do have a Sig P226 ZevTech, though. That's really cool. Yeah, the P226 is resting. Yeah, 3K cheaper Jackal than the Scar. It comes out a lot. The Glock 19C is pretty cool. It didn't off this stuff with ports and barrels. Yeah. Once you put a screen together that way, it doesn't have to stay that way. Yeah. Okay, so when you SBR, you go through the hoops on the tag stamp. What is the rules with that? I would love to put stocks on both of mine. You just have to file like one of the forms and pay $200. I mean, one less round. Okay, sorry. I mean, one less round in the mag, or does it not load like an AKM? No. Even with one less round in the mag, you even with one round in the mag, you have to load it on an open bolt, which is kind of annoying. What's your stance on the current gun laws? Too strict, too unstrict? Me personally, I think well, here's the thing, like everyone who's going to do illegal things is going to do illegal things. And I don't necessarily think gun laws stop anybody with like that is going to do anything illegal. So I think they're kind of all stupid. What is that your favorite pistol? My favorite EDC pistol. Yeah. Probably not my favorite full-size gun. I'd probably say that's either going to be the 2226, the Prodigy, or the Glock 19. I love all those guns for different reasons. Was he storing his rifle inside a barrel of rainwater? Yeah, probably. It's pretty bad. Very nice. Well, thank you, Zach. If you guys are just joining the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, okay, so that's kind of a little beyond my expertise because you need to have a SOT license, and like it's not just pay $200 and have a full send it gun. Your AK guy, AR guy, I have both. I have a lot of I trend more AK, but I do have a lot of AR stuff and have a lot of knowledge of the AR stuff too. But I trend a little bit more AK. I like both platforms. Nice table display. I'm in California. We'll never get the fool. Yeah, sorry, man. It's okay. What's the worst condition gun you have, and what issues does it have? So I keep all my guns in incredibly good condition. The Beretta that I have from 1941 has a couple of spots here and there with rust. I was actually gonna, if I ever remember, Dylan, I wanna send you some pictures and see if you could give me a few tips to clean it up a little bit. You need to consult your boss at the sheriff's office while he's wasting money on hunting good guys in the YouTube chats. Who are we talking about? A few weeks ago, my friend of mine, who's a cop, his Glock 17 was 2 years without cleaning and the slide was rusted. Yeah, that sounds about right. You can pay $100 to get a super safety. What's the trigger reset on that Sig on the table? It's not too bad. For an EDC gun, I really don't want the lightest reset in the whole world, but it's pretty good. I like my ARs, but I do like me some AKs. I also picked up a Russian SKS earlier this year. That's cool. Victor loves it. Is it a clean one? These are clean. That one is not clean, obviously, here. How many bottles of baby oil can that caliber try to penetrate? Well, we got to wait on Diddy to find that one out. Dylan, send me some pictures, and I'll be happy to help. I will do that. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate everybody's time tonight. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Gabriel Lucas, I just got on here because of the YouTube shorts. Yeah, man, we do shorts, we do lives, we do long form contents. But I'm going to head to bed here. Got an early day at the gym tomorrow. But I will see you boys tomorrow night, maybe around this time. We'll do another live stream. Appreciate everybody joining. Please subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it, and appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you, boys.